Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, a free way to support the channel is by leaving a thumbs up or by leaving a comment, as they do help with the algorithm. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. According to data from TradingView at 3:42 UTC on Thursday, Coinbase's Bitcoin price reached $37,808 US, setting once again a new all-time high. This happens every single day. I think I've had about 17 videos with the title being somewhere around the way of new all-time high, and there's the chart right there. This led Anthony Pompliano, co-founder and crypto-focused asset management firm Morgan Creek Digital Assets, to point out that Bitcoin's market cap had just reached $700 billion US. He said Bitcoin just became a $700 billion market cap asset for the first time in history. It is worth pointing out today's new all-time high, just above 37,000, comes just 3 days after JP Morgan's strategist, led by Nicolaos Panigrotziglu, reportedly wrote in a note that he expects Bitcoin to go to $146,000 US. Prominent crypto analyst Alex Kruger said on Wednesday that he expected to see Bitcoin's price reach $40,000 by the end of this week. That seems so possible now that it doesn't even seem like an if in my head anymore. Later that day, Cameron Winklevoss, co-founder of Gemini, also said he expected Bitcoin's price to reach $40,000 soon as well. So, for those of you who were not next to a television or the internet in the past 24 hours, some stuff happened. Once again, this is not a political channel. The point being, when this stuff transpired, Bitcoin skyrocketed. I think it went up by $2,500 over the course of a 6-7 hour period, and it appears as though the market is going to continue rising, potentially because of said situation. So, 37,800. 40,000 is all but an inevitability at this point. It's literally just a matter of days, I think, at this point. I think and have thought for a while that 40,000 is going to be the tipping point, if you will. I think we're going to hit it. I think we're going to spike up a little tiny bit and then see that fall that we should all be expecting. Things do not go up forever. And I think we're going to have a little drop for probably about a week or two. And once the dust has settled, that's when we're going to start raging to go towards the 50,000 so that we can break the $1 trillion market cap for just Bitcoin alone. Of course, I don't know if these things are going to happen. It's simply speculation, but it seems like the way that the market is moving. It says XRP surges 30% as Bitcoin nears 38,000. Not sure why. There's been no news about it. Can't really give you a definitive reason, but XRP has been spiking. We had the news 2 days ago that Lumens was apparently working with Ukraine to help build their central bank digital currency. They went up, Lumens went up by around 108% in like 18 hours. It was something really spectacular. XRP dropped and then pumped like crazy. I don't know what the exact price is right now, but I think it's still up in price. But really weird. Maybe something behind the scenes is happening. I'm not really sure. Who knows? But the market is really all over the place. There's no clear indication of where any altcoin is going. The only thing that looks relatively sure is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everything else tries to have these rallies. They become a little bit exhausted. Like, I think after the 108% Lumens rally, I think it dropped by around 30%, and other coins are trying to do the same exact thing, but they keep falling. I think it's because, once again, I think a lot of the focus is just Bitcoin. I think if we can establish these highs on Bitcoin, then we can, have the consolidation and start going back up. This is when, things will really pick up. Bitcoin hits an all-time high. Ethereum altcoin strengthen. XRP surges. This one says Bitcoin will break $40,000 right before smashing this hurdle. I added this one in because I hate stupid titles like this. I assume the hurdle that Bitcoin has to break is 39,000, because then the next step is 40,000, because that's how... There's always articles like this. It's like, will Ethereum hit 1,000? It's at 998. Like, it's really... I don't understand who writes these things, but sure, why the heck not? And the crypto market cap officially hit over 1 trillion US dollars. Do you understand how wild all of this is? It's a lot. It's a lot for me, so it has to be a lot for you. I think it hit 1.04 trillion or something like that. It says as exchanges are flooded with buy calls. So many people who bet against, and I can't even say that it's not their fault, but it's more like it's very easy to simply listen to other people and not really dig further. There's a reason why I've said for years, do your own research. Why do you think all this energy was being pushed towards Bitcoin? Anyway, the point is, a lot of the other news as well was that a lot of people who've been shorting Bitcoin or betting against Bitcoin keep getting burned in the market because they keep expecting this crazy dip. They're listening to these other people who are like, yeah, it's not gonna, Bitcoin's gonna touch 35,000 and fall right back down to 6,000. And I'm like, you think that? Like, you think our market is that volatile? Even though the news that anyway, the point is, 37,000. I assume we're gonna try and hit 38,000 sometimes. We were $200 away from 38,000, and $1 trillion market cap. It is the 7th day. The 7th day of this year. The year has just begun. We are in the first week of this year. And without further ado, let's move on. This has been the craziest. The year just started. The year has just begun. Recently, Dan Held, head of growth at crypto exchange Kraken, explained why he believes the price of Bitcoin is set to go much higher in the next couple of years. According to a report by the Daily Hodl in a video released on YouTube, last Tuesday, Held said that this Bitcoin cycle is very different from all of its previous cycles. He said it was really unique about this cycle, though, and I've been around for all other cycles. This one is very different. Never before has it had such strong fundamentals against a macro backdrop, which highlights exactly why it's needed. We've gone over this. The idea that Bitcoin is going to plummet in price or Bitcoin's not going to go higher is absolutely nonsensical. All of the banks on the planet, all of them, have told us, or we received their information, like 3 of the banks, they sent news out to their institutional investors, some of the richest people on the planet. They sent them private information that got leaked to us that the banks believe and told their clients, all the major banks on the planet, that Bitcoin's going to go between 200, 300, or 400,000 sometime this year. And that within by 2022, Bitcoin's going to be $650,000. Keep in mind who they're telling this to. They're telling the people who move markets over and over consistently. We've heard every single day that a bank, an institution, a family office, or a hedge fund is getting into Bitcoin. Every single day. This isn't a 2017 pump. This isn't simply the market's really hot, you got to watch out. No, it's that there's no Bitcoin left. It's being bought up more and more every single day. Once again, for those of you who may be new here or simply didn't hear me scream this out before, the Bitcoin protocol across the planet, it's not just one machine. There are tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of these machines. Cumulatively, around the world, in different places, not just one spot, they create 900 new Bitcoin per day. We assume that assumption. The people who are mining these coins want to keep them for themselves. They're not mining it simply to push it onto the market. So we can estimate if some of them are selling a portion of it to keep their lights on, they're selling around 200, maybe probably less per day. I think it's definitely less because they're making such good profits. And we've heard before, I made sure to tell all of you, because everyone kept on saying that Bitcoin was energy consuming and energy so and so. A lot of the new mining things, they're all using solar and wind power. They make sure that it is renewable so that they don't have to pay energy companies. They're on their own grids. If maybe 100 to 200 Bitcoin are being pushed into the market per day, and that's not a lot. If 100 people on the planet are buying 1 Bitcoin per day, that's all gone. But you know, the news that we actually do have, it's that PayPal alone is buying 900 Bitcoin per day. PayPal. Not Grayscale, not MicroStrategy, not Square, and not the thousands of other companies that I've gone over before. This is not a rally or a movement upward that's simply based on people being like, oh, well, I have a tenth of a Bitcoin, so I'm going to try and buy more tomorrow. It is now money. The money that's leaving the US dollar, that's leaving real estate, that's leaving stocks, and that's leaving securities, they are buying up all the Bitcoin. There's no longer a discussion about this. Zero. None. I assume that people watching this are smart enough to have understood that when we got leaked information thrice from the largest banks on the planet who were telling a handful of rich people that Bitcoin was going to go from $18,000 to $650,000 in 24 months, that you were all paying attention. He said, never before have we seen Dutch GDP ratios like this. Never before have we seen inflation this high. It is truly unprecedented. The news that's been going around as well, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, once again, is that multiple stimulus checks are apparently going to be rolled out this year within the U.S. alone. Multiple. Not just one, multiple. And that they're all probably going to have around 600 billion to 900 billion be printed and or created or button pushed to push that money into the economy. I wish I could show you the chart on my phone. I'm not going to hold on my phone to the actual camera to show all of you. There's a chart, and I must have shown it days ago, that shows how much US dollars actually enters the market on a yearly basis. Is roughly around $1 trillion per year. Roughly. I don't know the exact number. Usually like this. Last year alone, it went like this. There was an actual spike upward. It was $7 trillion that had entered our money world M1 US dollar market. It was a complete straight shot up. If we're expecting roughly around that same exact number, don't forget, the Federal Reserve said they're keeping rates at near 0 to 0.25% because they don't expect the economy to get any better until 2024. What happens if the economy remains garbage for the next 3 to 4 years? Bitcoin continues to go higher. What happens when Bitcoin passes by $250,000? It's truly unprecedented. This is what's so interesting, that folks don't think they need Bitcoin until the moment happens when it shakes them out of their reality and they go, oh, I get why Bitcoin's valuable. Just like getting earthquake insurance, most people don't think about getting earthquake insurance until the earthquake hits. And Bitcoin is exactly like that. It's the insurance against money and devaluing of money by governments and the lack of trust of banks. I don't even have to read anymore. The last couple of months have reshaped my idea of reality completely. And I don't mean that as a joke. What's coming is going to shock people. It is going to terrify. If you thought last year was a doozy, we are 7 days into this year. 7. Not 17, not 70. We are not in October. It is going to shake the foundation of the world's economy. And very few people are going to be a part of the brand new economy. And let's move on. Next up, the Kenya Reserve Authority is expecting to earn up to $4.5 million during the first half of 2020 from a new tax that targets cryptocurrency exchanges and other online services, according to an official. First proposed in August of last year, the Digital Service Tax, or DST, came into force on the 2nd of January. Amid concerns over implementation, the tax is charged at the rate of, 1.5%. I'm shocked. Value with every crypto sale. Both local and that's if it's okay. I'm shocked. Both local and foreign digital asset exchanges operating in the country will also pay the tax to the Kenyan government. Foreign exchanges like peer-to-peer platform Paxful and Binance will be required to pay the tax each month. It's not 38%. It's not even 25%. It's not even 18%. So I'm kind of shocked. There's a lot of news floating around about governments giving regulatory compliance news for the cryptocurrency space. I guess these are the last stragglers, if you will. Nearly everyone else, except for one, has given proper cryptocurrency regulations at this point. And I assume it's being done because, logic. If banks are getting indications that Bitcoin is going to be $250,000, they all want a piece of the pie, basically, is what it is. I told everyone before, 2 years ago, the first countries who adopt this are going to become rich. Not wealthy. I mean, listen. Richer than other countries that don't adopt it that quick. And this is why I think we keep seeing a lot of transaction taxation and mining taxation that are taking place. So it's regulated, but you got to pay taxes kind of thing. Anyway, that's the Kenyan news, if you will. And let's moving on. Next up, One River has worked with crypto exchange Coinbase to invest an undisclosed amount in cryptocurrency. According to Coinbase, which carried out the transactions, its purchase represents one of the largest digital asset trades in history. Undisclosed amount. The initial trades were executed over a 5-day period at different speeds in order to work through varying market conditions. It says, FYI, Coinbase outflow on the 2nd of January was an all-time high. It seems institutions bought Bitcoin when the price was above $30,000. Bull market isn't over. We're not even in an actual bull market. Like, I know we're technically in a bull market. We are in something completely different. We haven't even gone parabolic yet. Like, we are simply just moving up based off of the news that we've been getting that people are buying it up. When people realize how few Bitcoin there actually are, and when the mining effect actually comes into play, there's one company buying up all the Bitcoin per day. If no one else entered the space, PayPal alone would have all the Bitcoin. Bitcoin should be around $300,000 right now. Oh boy. The Coinbase institutional team provided exactly what we needed to execute this transaction discreetly. Fantabulous. Absolutely fantabulous. Every single day. And I understand that Bitcoin can't simply pop up to 100,000. That would be too hot, too hard, too fast. The market would be overheated. People would have to sell. Fear, scare tactics, yada, yada, yada would all definitely come out of the woodworks immediately. But we're going there. There's no doubt in my mind. We are 7 days into this year. And, yeah. Anyway, so One River. And I thought this was the one that we spoke about yesterday. The one that we spoke about yesterday was called like 3 arrows or red arrows or green pumpkins. It was some other item. It definitely wasn't a One River. So here we go. Something else. Wonderful. It's every day. Isn't this insane to anybody else? Is it just me? This is every single day. There has not been a day where we have not gotten news like this. I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, it's really, this is so insane because it's no longer a question of like, oh, maybe we'll get some adoption. Does anyone remember in 2017, 2018, when everything was just about, yeah, the institutions are coming, the institutional money is going to be coming. And I was like, where is it? Where the money? Where the money at? Over and over. This isn't even it. This isn't even the tidal wave that's going to be coming. This isn't it. This is a drop in the bucket because once again, and I will say this and I'm going to try and never say this again for like a week. When I got into the space, the other part was everything else has come true. This is why I know that Bitcoin is going to hit 50,000 and 100,000. The other parts is that once we take over the market cap of gold, take it over, gone. I mentioned before that I said I can't wait to see a $300 an ounce gold. People lost it. The last time we had a $300 ounce gold was in 2005, I think. People were very angry that day. When we see Bitcoin eat gold's market cap, Bitcoin then starts to absorb debt and other money supplies from around the world. This is where, if you've never seen this before, and like I said, everything else has come true, so I can only believe at this point on the current path that we're going on that this is also going to take place. That when Bitcoin hits around 1 to 5 million, we're absorbing the world's debt. And then we start absorbing other forms of money, and people begin to push everything they have into Bitcoin because these are the stragglers who realize, hey, I'm a little bit late. I should have been Bitcoin before. That's when Bitcoin hits $100 million per coin. Like, I know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen this decade. I don't know if it's going to happen in 15, 16, 25 years, but it's coming. Every single day. And these are the companies who have openly told us that they're buying. For every one company who wants their face to be shown and say, hey, look at how much we bought, there's 99 others who are doing it in secret. So that's the One River News, undisclosed amount, one of the largest digital asset trades in history. Absolutely fantastic. And without further ado, let's move on. Also in regulation news, Serbia has started regulating the crypto industry as the country's laws on digital assets have gone into effect. It requires cryptocurrency service providers to obtain a license and legalize crypto activities, including trading and mining. Serbia recently adopted law on digital assets, went into effect last week with a publication in the government's official gazette. Crypto service providers based in the country have 6 months to comply. Wonderful. The Serbian parliament has also adopted a set of amendments to the tax regulations, covering digital assets, who cares? So Serbia has also regulated everything. It is now official. The regulations have gone into effect. Wonderful. Can't wait to go to Serbia and mine some crypto. That was a joke. Anyway, cool. Another country came forward, regulated, absolutely incredible, and let's move on. Bitcoin's price, sorry for screaming, is up over 75% in the last month and almost 25% in the last week. I tried to laugh and cough at the same time. That was terrible. To reach $34,000. That's why I choke laughed, because Bitcoin is well above 34,000. Because the speed of the market is... This article is from like 8 hours ago, and you can't even keep up with it anymore. The surging price continued, or combined with newly minted Bitcoin, has resulted in a market cap of $638 billion. That's good enough to make Bitcoin the 9th most valuable asset in the world. According to Asset Dash, which tracks stocks, exchange-traded funds, and cryptocurrencies. Fewer than 2 days ago, Bitcoin supplanted Visa. Then 5 days later, passed by Berkshire Hathaway, the company run by Warren Buffett. Since Bitcoin has also moved past shares in Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing. Above Bitcoin is mainly large blue chips, which we are also going to pass by. Got Microsoft and Amazon and Google and Alphabet and Bookface. So it's going to happen sooner or later. I think even Bookface is $773 billion. We're going to pass that very soon. When we pass by these, Alphabet, Microsoft, and Amazon, it's going to be a crazy day in the stock market. Anyway, is anyone surprised? The news that we had before, when we were, what was it? Bitcoin was 17, 16, 18,000. That Bitcoin was the 7th largest currency on the planet. My, how times have changed. And let's move on. And to finish things off in regulatory news, the National Bank of Kyrgyz Republic revealed its new year plans for the national crypto industry. They are about to introduce 2 drafts to regulate the cryptocurrencies exchanges that aim to combat... Stop it. Basically AML, KYC stuff. According to Sputnik Kyrgyzstan, the country's central bank's bills, hopes to add a series of AML and CFT measures that should force local exchanges to report their activities. The country wants to reduce the risk of financing... I'm really fatigued because it's always the countries that are doing the actual laundering. We've had news multiple times before, even last year, that there were 2 banks, 3 banks, and JP Morgan has been fined multiple times for sending gold around the world and boats and other substances that can be... And actually, look this up. This is also a real thing. We found boats before that are, or have allegedly been loosely tied to banks that contained substances that look similar to baby powder. So the idea that cryptocurrency exchanges have these KYC AML things, or what was the other one, CFT, is a little weird, because there's a big difference between someone or a bank laundering, $50 billion and someone putting in like $800 into Bitcoin. Little weird, but the rest of the world is also weird. So there we are. Wait, hold on. Wait, there we go. So that's the Kyrgyzstan news. Sure, why not? Any country that has any type of ridiculously stringent cryptocurrency rules and regulations is not going to have money flowing their way. So regulation does not mean banning, which is wonderful. So, it's legal there, but as far as money flowing towards certain countries, it's just not going to happen. Why would I go there when I can go to the sunny place that has 0% taxes? Yeah. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Professor Wally from Gunbot University, need a miracle now more than ever. My goodness. Crypto Stahl, George Montoya, Wiselink, not TMI, Conan, don't skip leg day. Snacky Chan, Tolik Banan, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Navarro Williams, David James, Attila the Han, Yasha Harari, Oscar Maldonado, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Joshua Vineyard, Martin Steuer, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, A Bibliophobia. A bibliophobia? Does that mean a fear of books? It has to be. I mean, those words together just simply... Watch it be like a fear of dogs, and I'm like completely wrong. Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Moher Moroni, Master Ventures in Thailand, Jared Schneider, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Cole D, 3D, Damien Setsuna, Richie Rich III, Vlad the Impaler, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Anthony Charles, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Minting Coins, Miller Hitchcast Every Day and Kyle Skips Leg Day, Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness Monk's Corner Staff, Arf Medic 17, Bake Me a Cake, Tigara Macho Nisa, On Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. Thank you all immensely for your support. Thank you to all the new Patreon members. I keep seeing you every single day. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel who clicked the little join button below. Thank you to everyone who has left a thumbs up. Thank you to everyone who has left a comment. Thank you to everyone who is still here listening to my voice as I slowly lose my grip on reality, because so many things, too many things are happening at once. It's just a lot. At the momento, where is it? There we go. Bitcoin is currently at 37,300. There's the $800, somewhere around there. There was the little dip. Ethereum is officially over 1,200. I think we hit like 1,300 or something like that as well when Bitcoin also popped up. XRP is currently up by 32%, roughly 33% if you want to round up. No real news as to why. I assume it's just the stellar movements, because remember when XRP was going down, Lumens also went down. Who knows if they're symbiotic in some sort of way. But it is quite fascinating to see. It could also simply be a rally to regain its previous position. A lot of the news that we had before, I told you, did not affect people around the rest of the world. So this was, I guess, to be expected in some sort of way. Cardano is currently at 32 cents. Oh my actual goodness. My one wish for this, I have a lot of wishes. I would like for Bitcoin to, of course, go to astronomical numbers, but if Cardano can go above $3 this year, my, oh my, how wonderful that would be. It seems doable. It seems definitely doable because Cardano has definitely been pushing really hard the last couple of days. Lumens is up still by 31%. Here's the major run up that we had, but of course, 108% is not sustainable for anything over the course of an 18-hour period. Should we get? I'm still waiting. Still waiting on some Lumens IBM news. I think that would really push its price a lot higher because even when we had it years ago, the Lumens IBM news, I think we had like a 20% increase and it was like kind of like whimpered back down. But I think that would be a bit of a juggernaut if they really came out again and were like, yes, we are definitely using Lumens and we plan on doing it on so-and-so date. Chainlink is up by 12%. Wrapped Bitcoin is up by 8% because it's wrapped Bitcoin. They follow the same price. EOS is up by 4%. The Satoshi values, pay attention again. They're all in red. Bitcoin looks like it's going to continue higher. Monero's up by 8%. Tron is up by 7%. My. No longer, almost not even in the top 20. Neo's up by 13%. No Neo news, but alas, here we are. Anything else crazy? Maker's up by 32%. Filecoin is up by 30%. Remember I told you no one's going to be freaking using Filecoin? It's Filecoin. It's Filecoin. There are thousands of other services like this already. And once again, these are all computers. You can easily make, even if it takes 2 years, another layer or a side chain on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on XRP, on Litecoin, on Cardano that does the exact same thing. These coins are garbage. Garbage. Basura. Garbage. Yearn is up by 27% because, DeFi and all that stuff. Zcash is up by 7%. And Uma Thurman is up by 10% as well. Wonderful. Absolutely incredible. I do hope that you all enjoyed. I am going to be working on a second video. I'm going to be working on finally the money rules things. There's so many things that are happening. I'm also trying to do too many projects and stuff like that and trying to stay relatively focused on the matter at hand. I'm trying to keep my investment goals very focused, and it's becoming quite difficult because I want to invest in so many different things, but I'm trying to focus just on crypto. What a first world problem. I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Maker's over $1,000. There's like a tiny circulating supply that'll do it. Makes a lot of sense. Once again, wait. Jeez, I forgot where I was. Hope you all enjoyed. Great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. Hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.